versus Quidd. Personally, Nerf, I'm excited for this one. Let's see how this one's going to go.
I'm certainly also excited for this one. We already got a little bit of Olimar on the screen for the one game that Candle did play them, but Shuton plays a different kind of beast. Definitely one of the best at his game for a reason. And Quidd, although we've seen some wins a little while back, still has that potential to make a return to form, make a return to the name that we know him as.
Yeah, I think if I'm Quidd, I think I might want to be going over to Ivysaur a little bit sooner, right? Just because Ivysaur has those big hitboxes, right, with up air, and Quidd is really kind of known for like that down air, up air trade combo that he's got going on over there, but still Shuton doing what he does best and stacking on this consistent damage. But here comes Quidd, finds the up special here, so far so good, but still very stubborn on this Squirtle right now. No phasing at all here, going to stay on Squirtle above 120% right now until the switch on over to Ivysaur, but the jump from ledge is going to be read by Shuton, and now we got to go back to Squirtle. Now we got to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know. Going back to Squirtle for a low percent combo is great, but we saw the switch to Ivysaur a little too late. Next time, just get him a potion. You figure something else out. Like, I don't know, switching into Ivysaur that late, you got to have a plan. And so far, the Squirtle has been doing work, but also very vulnerable to getting comboed like this. And I think now in this situation, we got to find a time to frame trap or to avoid the frame traps, and then Pokemon switch at the right time.
Yeah, unfortunately, no jab block here for Quidd, so it's just going to have to be switching on over to Ivysaur now. Beautiful down air though coming out from Shuton. Great anti-air there, but now Quidd has been lapped here. Just got to get one anything at this point, right? An up air would do it. Maybe even just like a straight up fine whip coming from the side. There's the forward air though, and now Shuton still holding on to this first stop.
Yeah, and keeping the throwing of the Pikmin on deck as well. We got two purples, and it looks like Quidd is going to be hard-pressed to avoid both of them at the same time. Looking for the retraction on the Vine Whip Tether Grab, and still Shuton is able to catch.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, we just got to see the Ivysaur now. This is kind of the gameplay I was expecting, but here we go. Ivysaur just going to get bullied around by these Pikmin here. The down air, but there's that up air I was asking for. And now we're able to at least get something started, but I want to see how long we're going to stay on Squirtle board before we have to change.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like Squirtle can get this early 50%, and that might be all you need. And sometimes we can get a couple of these down tilts to start things off, but when you get comboed out like this and you got a Pikmin stuck to you for at least 5 seconds, I'm really hard-pressed to get off this Squirtle ASAP.
Still though, we're going for this water gun here, and now it is, but here comes Shuton. No Pikmin required, at least for that one. Has the dream lineup, and I'm wondering when Grab is going to be online. Up throw, hey, I found it.
Yeah, honestly,
get what you asked for.
We got the blue Pikmin just in time, reordered that, and sent Squirtle right up into the Blast Zone. Shuton starting off really strong with a 2-stock against Quidd. Feels like, yeah, there was a lot of Squirtle, and I feel like the Squirtle was doing work until it started getting comboed. And, of course, like Squirtle in disadvantage, not ideal.
Can I just say, I'm looking at Shuton's controller. I believe it's like a mix between Pyra and Mythra on like one side and the other. That looks sick. And Quidd has the Ivysaur controller too. I love to see like mains on controllers. I think they're super hype.
Representing your soul main right there.
That's true.
All right. So we'll have to see. I mean, Olimar still with it. We've definitely got no reason to change now. I think Quidd, maybe we can see some more Charizard this time around. I think that might be hard.
I don't know about all that.
That might be hard
Olimar?
against Olimar. I get it, but like sometimes you need the range. It's like a falling back air might be enough to mix up Shuton.
Yeah, but the problem is that if any character out of the 3 are going to get bullied by Pikmin the most, it's definitely going to be Charizard. That's that big body, right? And that's why we haven't seen Charizard at all yet. But here comes Shuton once again, sticking with the same characters on both sides. But here we go. This is the Quidd that I know. Just finding these mid-air aggressive combos here. And now it's all about the adaptation. What are we going to do? Trying to go for the forward air, but the up special is going to get a hit. But here comes Shuton out of the corner.
I like the cancel with the ledge grab as well. Quidd wanted to see if he could find a follow-up. Unfortunately, did not have it in the cards. So now we got to go for something here. This is the part. Where is the Ivysaur? Where's the Ivysaur edge guards? That feels to me like the biggest fumble here. Is just like we're not edge guarding with Ivysaur, which is his bread and butter.
Yeah. Still though, down tilt is going to be the option. Finds the Vine Whip. It's not going to be enough just yet. I totally agree with you there, Nerf, though. I would have loved to see an up air, but just straight up tilt. And this is kind of the Quidd that I'm remembering, right? Going on over to Zard for just a very simple KO and then putting him back in the Pokeball and just making Squirtle do all the work. But unfortunately, you fly a little too far to the sun, and that is just going to be an easy Shuton punish here.
Yeah, again, Squirtle is just not really doing too much. When Shuton comes alive and gets into flow state, Quidd is just really, it's hard hard to get off of someone off of you as Squirtle. We do have a couple better options here as Ivysaur, and the Nair is putting in a lot of work. We're able to use the multi-hit. An active move like that will help so much against Olimar.
Yeah, absolutely. I love how Quidd also isn't committing to just the straight down air on the ledge too, without understanding that if it's there or not. Dash attack there, but Quidd has Shuton, excuse me, has a great lineup of Pikmin right now. Double Pikmin, both have flowers, so honestly, we could be seeing a very dangerous stock here from Shuton coming soon.
Yeah, 2 purples and a red, that's pretty great. Well, even if you lose the red, you got, I think, blue next, so that's really dangerous. Now you have to watch out. Parrying that Razor Leaf is really nice because it allows Shuton a quick frame advantage, but getting above Ivysaur at any given point is dangerous. And Quidd is showing why. You know, there's that really good maneuverability that Ivysaur can kind of fast fall and go around and below and then go for the up air. That's caught Shuton a couple times.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's going to be the first time we see Quidd with at least a lead for the moment here. Still sticking it on this Ivysaur. It seems like Nerf and you and I have both gotten what we've asked for from Quidd in the past game, right? We want to see more Ivysaur. Now we're seeing even a little bit more Charizard for the moment, for the durability. But it is going to be last stock game number 2. Starting out on the Squirtle, couple of tilts here. And here comes Quidd. Going to be able to find that grab, find the up special, and honestly, we're good to go.
Yeah, that's kind of really nice, but we are looking for a raw up special as well, and I think that might be a little bit optimistic. Quidd now kind of back against the wall, but kind of beats him back, and loving the withdraw as well. Super good side special to kind of get Shuton off point-blank range.
Yeah, absolutely good stuff, though. And here we go. Here comes Ivysaur. You can instantly tell Shuton's play style has immediately changed. Back underneath the platform and just, let's wait until I have the lineup, but whistling through the Vine Whip right now and fighting out of the corner here. Shuton now starting to close in on damage, but, I mean, Quidd wants one thing, and it's just this up air. Has enough rage to do it. Olimar is a little bit lighter, right? So now we have to figure out how we get there, but now Quidd just has to get him to jump. And speaking of jump, my goodness, Shuton going to be able to call it out with the Pikmin throw, and my God. Yeah, no kill sparks, nothing.
In that last 20 seconds, I think Quidd probably took 40% damage just in Pikmin alone. Didn't have the ability to throw out a move while Shuton was so close to get those Pikmin off. Kind of had to hold shield a little bit, but even then there was the shield pressure that Shuton was laying on. There was so much going on that Quidd was just kind of boxed into a corner, even at center stage, wasn't able to do too much, and then was forced to jump out of all of that pressure, and Shuton is able to call that out carte blanche. So going right back to small battlefield, game number 3. This is Quidd's time to really make up the difference and try to reverse 3-0 here.
Quidd is definitely putting it together bit by bit, right? We're seeing the improvement in real time, but the problem is you're up against Shuton, one of the best players across multiple games that Smash has ever seen, right? And now going to be able to finally get some hits in, but you're already at 85, but I love the way Quidd playing so aggressive right now. Here we go, still taking Shuton from side to side and coast to coast.
And Shuton's doing this crazy thing where you're hanging on to all your Pikmin while you're in the up B so that you can mix up the timings. You're not going to move up as fast. You're not lightening your load as Olimar players often do. And it's really hard to get these 2 frames that Quidd's looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. Still, though, neutral right now. Grab all the way from out there. Switching on over to Ivysaur here. Will gladly take the yellow damage in order to find that run-off nair there from Ivysaur.
Yeah.
Now we got Quidd in the lead, at least for the moment, but we have a little bit of rage to work with. But now's the time. There's that throw from the blue Pikmin. Gonna be able to live it out.
Wow, great DI from Quidd. Staying alive. No rage on Shuton, so Quidd's got to make sure that you can maximize your lifespan, but it's not far behind. Shuton brings it right back to even here, Lyric.
Yeah, it's every single moment that Quidd thinks he has a lead, and then Shuton's like, wait, hold on, let's get back to neutral here. But here we go, Quidd finally finding his strides in neutral like we were talking about it, but here comes Shuton, just waving that Pikmin from the ledge saying, get off me, give me some more space here.
Okay, keep chucking those Pikmin, waiting for something else. You can see Quidd trying to preempt those Pikmin throws as well, just throwing out some of those quick options. And I think that's why we are going for Squirtle here, just because you want to have the frame option so you can beat back those Pikmin quickly. 1 spike, can I get a second? Can I get a third? Doesn't need it. Let's go. Now, Quidd comes alive, 2-1 lead.
So does the crowd here too, Nerf. I don't know if you heard it, but I've heard everybody get a little bit more excited here. And now it is all up to Shuton. How do we find this lead back? Because honestly, Quidd's stock durability has been excellent, 87, and we still probably have a couple more hits to go before anything's guaranteed.
Even on a light character like Squirtle, which is crazy because it's like we're using the light character and we are still stock tanking well enough, but this is a blue. Okay, we still have something here. Got to figure out how to stay alive here. 123. We bring it into Charizard. That's not enough survivability. You went into it for the right reasons, but you got cut anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's the second time we've seen Quidd kind of jump right into a Olimar option and get punished for it. So we are back onto Squirtle here, trying to get something started, but beautiful down air from Shuton here. And now you got Quidd in the corner. Great air dodge down to land very passively, but up tilt back air is going to be the option.
Yo!
And the Vine Whip. This set will continue, Nerf, as the crowd begins to hypen up for America.
I'm getting hyped as well. That was a sick turnaround. Like, he went right for the Vine Whip right when Shuton least expected it. That was a crazy burst option, and we love to see it. Quidd now fighting back against a potential Shuton win. We now have the reverse 3-0 started.
Yeah, I love this. It's all a part of a plan, right? You see all of your favorites in the front, like I see Shattuck over there. Everybody's watching. There's a huge crowd standing as well. I also have to just take a moment to say there's like 4 matches being streamed all at the same time. Correct. I see Sonics and Wild, so that's Kazuya Sonic on BTS Smash 3. If you feel like hanging out with TK and Emma over there, you guys should have the stream up anyway, because there are some amazing players from all over this bracket being streamed everywhere. But we got to bring it back here. We got Shuton, we got Quidd, we still have Olimar, and we still have Pokemon Trainer.
Yeah, but we don't have Pokemon Stadium or any other stage. It's Town and City that we're going to for Shuton's pick. This is a long stage, which is going to make it really easy to throw those Pikmin horizontally, especially when there's no platforms. There's not a lot of places for Quidd to go. So we're going to have to see if the Squirtle can continue to put on the hurt to Shuton.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to wonder too, Nerf, and I just want to set up this storyline, that if we do go to a Game 5, does the Aegis come out then? Just for the mix-up? But we'll see. I mean, so far so even here. But it's all about Quidd. And honestly, I like this stage pick for a Squirtle, right? Because Squirtle loves those like bridge combos all the way across the stage with those throws. So I'm expecting to see that, and that's what Quidd is going for. But Shuton totally expecting it and ready for it. But the pick up there. Now Ivysaur in a little bit of danger, but my goodness, I mean, no fear from Shuton.
And of course, the armor on the up B fly gonna get you out of that situation. We have the whistle through the back air. That's really nice, because on a character like Olimar, you got to be able to survive big hits like that. We got the blue Pikmin back throw, won't do it though. We get the stick on the whites, a lot of passive damage while you're just trying to recover. Quidd now is stuck on the ledge again and again, and Shuton finds his mark.
I love the way that Quidd recovered there, to be quite honest. He recovered below the ledge and even a little bit on the stage. All right, you know what? You got it.
The water gun finally paying dividends.
We did it. It only took 4 games.
You got him.
Still, though, Quidd definitely locking in. I have to say, though, Quidd recovers really well on the stage because he doesn't go just straight up. He actually rides the side of the ledge. It's very, very smart here. But still, Quidd putting on the pressure on the side here. It feels like they've only been on the left and right sides here, and now we haven't even seen any center stage play as honestly.
That is true. It's been a fight for dominance on the ledge, and it's changed hands a few times, but you just got to figure something out. Using the water gun to get Shuton out of your space, give yourself a little bit more protection as you get closer and closer to the ledge. Now playing around the platforms well, but Quidd still getting caught in a lot of this stuff. In the air dodge, what you thought was going to take you up on the platform does not. You still stay alive with amazing DI, but how far can you get this to keep going?
Yeah, the down air there from Quidd, not exactly my favorite option, because that allowed for Shuton to get a little bit more into position here. It's a little bit of that chip damage with the Pikmin, but the dash attack on stage, trying to find the forward air. My goodness, a couple of weird interactions here. Both players are going to be sent off at least just a little bit here, trying to get the reverse Vine Whip from below the ledge. But honestly, I think Quidd may be a little bit too high percent. I'm wondering when we're going to see see Charizard make an appearance here, but the footstool down there, unfortunately, cannot find the finisher on that one. Quidd, we see the gears turning. We're just not seeing the finisher. Shuton, beautiful recovery.
Yeah, again, Quidd is just jumping off the ledge and playing a little bit too haphazardly off the ledge, but there's the Charizard. One hit and you're done. Sent right back to the ball. Let's get Squirtle back out here. Low percent combo time. We've already seen Shuton taken to high percent very quickly by the Squirtle. We just have to win one neutral interaction for Quidd, and we can turn something like this into 60, 80.
Still, don't we need it so bad if we're Quidd right now, but Shuton's still stacking up so much damage. I think Quidd realizes that too, has to play very careful, and that's why we're using things like the water gun to try and zone out here, trying to get something started using the tilt again. And now both players so at even percent. percentages. My goodness, the up special was so wishful, but still not like too endangered for Quidd, but it's so close, Nerf.
Yeah, we're bringing out the Ivysaur for this one. We got to bring out the big guns. This is the bread and butter. This is the crunch time. You got to get him farther and farther up there so you can get some of these big reads. We haven't seen too much crazy stuff, but maybe an Ivysaur down air or up air could turn the tides of this. We got to see if it's going to be the difference maker here.
Still, Shuton throwing out this amazing offensive wall right now with that red Pikmin getting so much damage, and you know that Quidd can't take too much more damage if he wants to stay in. There's the falling up air. It's not going to be enough here on Town City. Oh my god, the back throw here looking to send us into a game number 5 here. Nerf, it's so close.
Oh my god.
Through the Flame Breath on the Charizard, and anything can do it. The F2 will. We're going to game 5.
Amazing play from Quidd in the clutch. Shuton tried so hard to get those edge guards, and Quidd stayed alive in the most tense moments of this set thus far. I cannot imagine what is going to happen here in game 5.
My goodness. Tri-State versus Japan is super fun.
Shuton feeling the pressure, can hear the crowd erupting for Quidd.
Shuton isn't even playing bad. That's the crazy part. Shuton is doing everything that Shuton needs to do. The offensive wall, sticking the Pikmin. But I didn't catch the character select. It will still just be the Olimar here.
Yeah.
No Aegis needed. Does not want to go for those juggles with Mithra. Instead, we're just going to be throwing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's some moments where it's like we're forcing out the air dodges from Shuton. Quidd pulled the trigger effectively. We got some really close calls, and we have to remember that both Squirtle back throw and Ivysaur back throw are big dangers here on this stage. And Shuton is opting to go back here for a reason, but we just cannot let it be a double-edged sword.
Yeah, absolutely. Really good stuff from both players. Opening combos are clean and precise here. Shuton taking the high route, and thanks to Town and City, Squirtle's just too short to go up there and meet you there. So still, it's Quidd kind of controlling the ground right now, but beautiful. These forward airs coming back down from the platforms have been so tight from Shuton, but here comes Quidd. Edge guard advantage right now, actually just going to allow Shuton to get back on and then handle as such. Here we go.
Yeah, Squirtle is really good about doing those like vertical and horizontal hurtbox shifting, the shrinking that he does on like things like down tilt and up tilt. And those are really good ways to get in underneath the Pikmin and then find an anti-air against Shuton with the up tilt. Things like that have been really good. But now that we have Ivysaur out, it's just a matter of like kind of throwing your own projectile and hoping that it works, but then also naring your way in, fairing your way in, and trying to catch these Pikmin preemptively as they're being thrown at you.
Absolutely. Still, though, both characters now going over 100% here. Here comes Big Beast Zard here, so we got to find a way to get back into this, but there's the up throw. No amount of heavy character can save you from a blue Pikmin up throw when you're above 150%.
Yeah, even on Town and City, that still will be secured here. Good up air string here from Shuton. We're not done yet with the juggles. There's no platform, so there's no escape for Quidd. Got to go right back down to the ledge area, and now we have a chance to make this up, but I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. That's a lot of damage to take out of one combo when Shuton is still very comfortable on stage, right? Even at 107%, Shuton's super comfortable, and now Quidd has to go back to the drawing board on how we want to exactly get back into this game, because at this point, Nerf, it's a lap and stop.
That's true. Uh-oh, yeah, we are getting, we're seeing Shuton's adaptations in real time. This is running away from Quidd. And unfortunately, it looks like with the jab lock, we got a lot more damage here in the tank. Throws the white Pikmin immediately afterwards. Does bring it back off with the whistle, but we finally have a chance here. Can we get a second? Thank you. Okay, so Quidd not out of this just yet. Keeps his percent low and has a chance to bring this second stock to a quick end as well. You get a good advantage state like this.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's not over just yet, especially because now we're starting to see where Town and City comes into play for Pokemon Trainer with a lot of wide spaces here, but here comes Ivysaur. I mean, Shuton is very susceptible to something like a Vine Whip, a run-off Nair, something like that. Unfortunately, the down air misses, though, so we have to go back to the drawing board here. Shuton reclaiming this center stage, and this is exactly where his home is, and now Quidd has to try and fight to take it from him. Finds the forward air, but we need to find the up air. Both purples gone, though, Nerf. It's not the worst thing in the world, but we're still bleeding out this damage. We do not want to be doing it here.
Yeah, taking this passive tick damage of the Pikmin stick. You hate to see it. Look for the grab. I appreciate it, but Shuton read that like a book, and we are not going to be able to get that grab back, though. The spot dodge wins out, and it is Shuton who makes it out with a